Are you guys ready?
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Let's go to Phase 4, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 4, title of the episode, The Whole World is Watching.
Get your shields ready.
I'm not even personally ready. Like, I'm just like, I'm like, get yourself together here. Because, like, this was an episode 4 out of 6. Let me tell you this. I think if the whole world wasn't watching, I would assume that the buzz from this, I mean, I see people going crazy about it online, action-packed, and just flat-out gruesome of an ending. We're going to get there. Before we do it, give a spoiler alert right now for the episode The Whole World is Watching. Came in at 54 minutes. The description reads, John Walker loses patience with Sam and Bucky as they learn more about Carly Morgenthau. Like we always do, last week on the show, just to kind of set us up, Sam, Bucky, and Zemo are going after Carly. She's one of the leaders of the Flag Smashers, a.k.a. freedom fighters who get super soldier serum from the power broker, which we still don't know who it is. Shannon Carter showed up. She lives in Madripoor. John Walker, a.k.a. the new Captain America, and Battlestar hit dead ends. They decide to go out on their own and find Sam and Bucky. That's where it's going to pick up in this one. And at the end of the episode, Io from Wakanda shows up for revenge on Zemo for killing King T'Chaka. That was the father of T'Challa, Black Panther. So she's here for revenge. That's where we left. Before we get into exactly what happened here, how did you react when this thing ended, Andy? Like, did you react?
I think it was exactly the GIF that you sent us. The concerned Pikachu face.
Just like mouth open.
Yeah, that's the best description. Exactly what I look like. I was like, okay, Logan prepared me well for this.
Overall in the episode, how'd you feel about it? Like, it was pretty packed, a lot of fun. Are you still enjoying this one more than WandaVision?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because I feel like you are, if you're asking me. That's my guess. But maybe you just know it better. That doesn't mean you're enjoying it more.
I think I liked WandaVision more right now, but
really?
still,
okay.
I mean, we still got to see the climax of this.
Yes.
So
2 to go. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lot still to wrap up. And like I said earlier, there could be another season of this. So who knows where that'll lie or what this will like directly move into next. So that's what I'm most excited for like the next couple weeks, I think.
Well, I'm going to give a nice quick recap of the story before we do that. PC Mike, how'd this one sit with you? Did you feel good about it, bad about it, lukewarm about it?
I think it kind of turned the whole series for me, honestly.
Wow.
And I think
give it up for that.
I think it's a wrinkle that you can kind of see coming, this wrinkle a little bit. But how they did it and like tying the title into what happened at the very end.
Yes.
Was really cool. A lot of symbolism.
Yes.
With the shield and all that stuff. So I loved it. I might have a different opinion. I think we were kind of talking before on Patreon, maybe not so different from this room, but in general, probably a different opinion than a lot of people out there. But break it down.
Let's do it. All right, let's just open up where we opened the episode. Flashback to Wakanda. Hey, payoff for this guy. I mean,
you wanted this.
I've been talking about it since forever. It was, I'll be honest, it was like the weakest flashback. It was like they're like, we're in Wakanda, and I was like, kind of.
I was like, more.
They were like on the outskirts of Wakanda, like in a cave. I was like, well, that's the easiest for the budget, I'm sure. Yeah. Like, take me to the city. But
driver
Carrie,
to the city.
To the city. Carrie agreed, though. As soon as we saw it, she goes, oh, that's Wakanda. We're in Wakanda. I was like, heck yeah, this is cool. And then it was over before you even knew it.
It started panning like you saw the city, and then it like pan down.
Yeah, they're like, okay,
some random cave.
Now we're in the jungle. Anyway.
You got to keep that budget low.
But it was cool. You're seeing Bucky getting his brainwashing turned around, which one of his words for that is homecoming. I felt that was a little Easter egg for the fans. Carly, the leader of the Flag Smashers that we've known, the redheaded girl, she goes to a funeral. Andy, I was hoping you could help us out. Who is this woman that died, and why do we care about it?
She's just like a mother figure of the Flag Smashers.
That's like, and I'm sure that her death is like an outcome of this world that's happening, and that's what's part of her motivation.
Yeah, when Carly was given, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, who is this? It's not like they're her real mom or anything like that. But
right.
I think she was just like a mother figure in the community
Mhm.
because during the eulogy part, she said like I don't have family, but she was my family, so it was something like that.
So we find out she's at the funeral. So Sam, Bucky, and Zemo are like, we're going to go see her. And this is where Sam and her talk. Captain America interrupts and is like, he's taking too long. We get like this little fight sequence. Zemo destroys all of the super soldier serum. Carly gets away, but he destroys all but one. Who picks it up? Who puts it in his pocket? None other than John Walker, a.k.a. the new Captain America. Wonder what he's going to do with it. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. All right, so then we end up back at the bunker where like Zemo, Cap, and Falcon, they're still trying to figure this stuff out. Who shows up? I have the name here because I wanted to get it right. The Dora Milaje from Wakanda, Io, and someone else. I didn't know who that other person was.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
But I think it's like her leading officer. Somebody had wrote. I got that like from comic book or something. Like she has to obey everything she says or something. It was like,
and I read something that made me like get the AO character a little more. But the reason why she's so upset about T'Chaka is because it was her main job to
protect him.
So she feels like she failed, and that's why she's directly doing this, and not any one of the other people that is in Wakanda.
Yes, and the Dora Milaje, they're like that's their whole thing. They're sworn to protect the king and queen, I guess.
Yeah.
So like it's like okay, she's feeling like personally, and at this point it's been 7 years. She got a grudge here.
Yep.
This is where we get the crazy awesome fight scene with the Dora Milaje, where Captain America, Battlestar end up fighting against them. Got my favorite line of the episode here, where John Walker goes, "They're not even super soldiers."
Oh yeah,
because he loses the fight.
Yeah,
and he's
bad,
like really bad. And this is where Io takes off Bucky's arm with like a little piece of technology, just totally turns the switch like a little car key. It just falls off his body.
That was crazy.
Did you know she could do that?
None of us did.
No.
And he didn't know. His face said it. And it was like, yeah, I mean, they had to have safeguards.
Makes sense.
What if somebody reads your book again?
Tech.
You go off killing.
Honestly, that's probably what it was for. Yeah.
There's no question. Agree. But it's like he's getting all upset. You know, he was upset like,
I'm going to listen to Newfound Glory in my room.
Sounds like a great time.
Doesn't sound bad, actually. All right, so then big rematch at the end. Everybody comes back together. They're still going after Carly. Again, Sam is talking to her. This is right after Carly threatens Sam's sister, calls her on the phone, and's like, hey, listen, I don't want to be mean, but like if he doesn't meet me, I will kill you and your kids.
Don't forget Zemo tricks a bunch of little kids.
Good job. With candy.
Yeah. That was so weird.
And he comes up singing. He's like,
Turkish delights. Would you like some Turkish delights?
Hey, tell us what you thought of Zemo in this one.
I thought he did well.
This is what I liked. I liked how in this one it became a lot more of like people like calling him out. He got handcuffed at one point. You got the Dora Milaje coming after him. I like that part of the story. I feel like you really got to have it. Otherwise, you just are like you have a prisoner out for no reason.
Yeah, he just
because he did bad stuff.
Ducked out.
He's sneaky too. Like
he caused civil war.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked how they're coming after him a little bit more. And let me know if I'm getting too ahead of myself. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about before this?
No.
But the
I don't think
no, I'm
trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing about the story. We still didn't find out about the power broker really. Carly and the team are just running around. Again, all like 90% of these doses are now destroyed. Okay, big rematch at the end. Captain America, the new guy, John Walker, Falcon, Winter Soldier, fighting against the super soldiers of the Flag Smashers. And there's a moment where Battlestar, who was like knocked out unconscious in the room, comes running in. He saves kind of Captain America from Carly hitting him, and then Carly turns around, punches him, hits a wall, cracks his neck, and dies. I did not see that coming.
No.
But
until it happened, and I was like, he's dead. As soon as she even touched him, he is dead.
Exactly. Yep. As it was happening, I was like, he's gonna die right now.
Yep.
And then it all the music goes down. Everybody They legit just run out of there to the Flag Smashers. They just run away. And he's just like holding his friend. Silent. You can just see he's just seeing red. He's just seeing red. And we've learned at this point, he has taken that serum. He threw the shield into the wall. He beat the hell out of some other soldier. Sam sees it. Sam knows. And in his rage, he runs, jumps out the window, catches one of the guys, shields him down, kicks him in the middle of this square in the middle of what country are they in again? Do we know? It's in some country. It's not the U.S. And gets the guy on the ground, gets his foot on him, and goes, "Where is she?" And he goes, "I don't know." Wasn't me. Holds up the shield, and I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm reacting during this. Like, I'm like, no way. He holds up the shield. Bam, bam, bam. People are videoing. People are watching. Bucky and Sam see it. It is bloody. It is violent. And, like, I felt bad, like, during this. Like, not, like, felt bad for anybody. I felt, like, in my heart, like, bad. I thought, like, this is not good. Like, I felt, like, almost nauseous. It was weird. Like, seeing that shield get used to do that after, I guess, like, everything I've watched for the last 12 years, like, it really did not feel good. And, like, I am, like, let's get this guy and kill him. Like, they have done it. I'll give it up.
Will they, though?
Well, I don't know. That's, like you said, this is a show that got 2 seasons, but let's just, Giggler, where were you? What was your head at? Where was your heart at during this sequence?
I was just like, I mean, how could anyone see that coming? I don't know if that was like something that happened in comics or anything like that.
Right.
But, like, I mean, he like probably decapitated that guy, correct?
I think he also was just hitting him, like, in the chest too. Like, he's a super soldier just beating down on someone with the edge of that shield.
For sure.
His hand was shaking.
It, like, reminded me of the scene in Civil War, though, where and Cap and Iron Man.
And comic book put out, like, a little, it was probably Marvel Studios, honestly, put out, like, a little blip like that on a little clip on Instagram where it was like, Dr. what's his name from the first Captain America movie. He's like, the serum makes good. It turns bad worse.
That was great clarification.
And they showed like Cap putting out Tony's shield suit in Captain America Civil War. That was what he decided to do in his most biggest angry moment. And this guy, I mean, yes, they killed your partner. But in the street, people videoing their reactions too. Those actors, those side actors, they did a good job. They're all like, "What'd you think of this? Where are you with this?"
I see where he's coming from.
Oh my God! I guess I'll give it up for you. I kind of want to boo you, but that'd be just me booing you.
Okay.
I bet there are people with you though. If you feel this way, talk to us about it.
Literally pushed to the edge. Him. He's never going to be able to live up to Captain America's status, right? He's a human. Captain America wasn't.
He wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's done everything right in his whole life. He served
that we know of.
He served his country. He did everything well. He was chosen to do this, and he is getting shit on constantly. Okay. He loses a fight that he probably should have won against
the Dormilaje.
Yeah. Which anyone would lose, a normal person, because he's a normal person.
He is, yeah.
And he's pushed. Takes the serum.
And he talks to his friend about it too in between. They gave you a little bit of, like, him thinking about it. He's like, "Would you take it?" And he's like, "I don't know, maybe." And he's like, what about me? And, like, his friend doesn't even tell him, like, "Yeah, you should." But, like, he says, like, "Man, if we would have had it back in the day, that would have really helped us save a lot of lives." Yeah. And that's all it takes.
I mean, Bucky and them aren't treating him too well either. They're ignoring him at every step.
Yeah, like,
for some reason.
Because they're taking their anger out on him. And, like, it's really not fair of them to do that because he really was just picked. And Sam had the option.
I mean, you want to get it into
Bucky?
I mean, he's murdered so many people, but he's acting like a hero in this. But
he's brainwashed. He was brainwashed.
Okay, maybe he's brainwashed because of serum.
Still different though.
Yeah.
What do you do now with him? That's the question.
Zemo could be the decider of that.
Yeah, he's getting walked around just having candies.
It's so true. He is. He's just a bad guy. Yeah, you're doing that.
I mean, and then Captain America, he did try to do that to Tony Stark, correct? He hit him with the shield in his chest.
Yeah, but he knew it wasn't going to kill him. He just was turning off his suit. Steve Rogers doesn't have it in him to kill someone like that. That's the whole point.
Exactly what you said about the serum. It's like as soon as he just made the decision to take the serum, his fate was sealed.
But they say it in the show. Bucky says, well, what about Steve? He didn't get corrupt. And Zemo says it. He's like, yeah, and have we had another Steve Rogers since?
True.
And the answer is no. And that was always the thing about Captain America. He's one of the best people ever. And it's just a rare thing. No one else should be taking this stuff.
I mean, Steve Rogers also didn't chug it in a weird apartment building, did he? Or do whatever he did, shoot it up.
Well, he also didn't take it like right after his best friend was killed.
True.
Like, what if Bucky Barnes would have got killed right in front of his face and then they jacked him up with it? That's a what if scenario for you, which that's coming this summer to Disney Plus.
Yeah, we didn't
cartoon.
even see where he took it or under what circumstances. So I mean,
Let's just talk about him at the end, man. That shot, that shield, just bloody
I
from
think
the low angle.
And I also think it's perfect for the world we live in now with all the cell phones and
Yes,
things like that.
Sure.
Yes.
He's going to get killed and it's going to push him out. I mean, I'm going to go on the record. I'm going to be brave. I don't believe in killing.
Okay.
But I do see where he's coming from.
Okay.
And I don't hate him as much as most people
Well,
probably do.
and I want to say this. Yeah, I'm with you. Like I'm a body of empathy over here. Like I look at like what's this guy going through? What happened? But like, man, at the end of the day, like
he snapped.
he couldn't like stop himself. I thought somebody was going to stop him from doing it.
They just watched.
Oh man, it was
that's
hard.
another thing. Yeah.
Dude, it was violent. I was shook. Like I was shook.
It's one of the darkest things Marvel's done.
I never anticipated like the MCU would even like have something like this. I don't even know how I feel about it. And I also wonder about like if you have kids. You have a kid watching this, like a 7-year-old kid. This is a Captain America show.
It's probably PG-13, right? Or worse.
I know people
don't know.
love the violence, but like this is a direction. It was just different. I guess technically they didn't show it. I'm here, you know.
Yeah.
You heard it.
You heard it, and you saw like his arm flapping, and you saw the people reacting to it, going like, "Oh God!"
But no one moved.
What were they gonna do?
Hey, stop, guy.
Don't. Bucky and Sam saw it though.
They didn't do anything.
Giggler, tell us what's gonna happen to this guy in the next episode.
He's after getting that shield taken.
Someone's
I
taking
think
it.
he's gonna get away from it. Like he's not gonna be caught here, even with Sam and Bucky there. He'll get away. He's got his probably powers, so he's gonna get away. But they're gonna get the shield from him sooner than later. Probably next episode, because that's not gonna be the resolution. I think it still needs to be decided of who gets. There's maybe a whole episode or more of like who's gonna get the shield at the end. Bucky or Sam.
I also wonder if the government, what do they do? You know, how does because this is, I mean, the episode is called The Whole World is Watching, and we are under the assumption that like everyone now knows about this and it's out there. So what do they do now?
We're gonna throw in some wrestling terms here. I think we're gonna have a nice 2v1 handicap match for the shield in the next episode.
That's what they should do.
Like a big chase. You think it's going to be a big chase battle?
And well, you also have to wonder, like, you would think all of these stories will converge in the season finale. You would think that like episode 6 is like, you know, like you said, I don't know if they resolve this John Walker situation
Who the
before
F is the
that.
power broker?
We don't even, and like, will they play a part in this story at all? Even that's what I'm starting to wonder. Ever since you said this could have a season 2 or like the next movie, that's what I think of like, well, they don't have to wrap up anything. They could let something keep going.
Could it be something like he sees what he did, gives up the shield, but then like that's a building in him. Like that's where his anger even builds more, that he got a shield taken away. And then future seasons of this, he's the main villain going forward because he completely turns.
You may be onto something there. Our boy Scott, he's been featured on Fan Mail before. He watches Invincible. He shot me a line after he watched the episode, and he said that yes, that it like this is a storyline in the comics to where like he does lose the shield and he's not like Captain America anymore, but then he's U.S. agent, I think is what they call him, and he leads like a band of bad guys. So like it might be, you know, that's just like you got to watch with the comic lore stuff because they could go anyway.
Yeah.
But
I'm fine with that. I just want to point out that it's bullshit that he's getting like death threats for being a bad Captain America. Like he's playing this character perfectly. I love how he's portrayed it. Because of like how I feel about the character. That's like he's doing his job very well. So
yeah, you're right, and he plays it right. He looks crazy in the
He has a
end.
punchable face.
It's
That's
just
what you
crazy.
want.
And at the end, he's just like he looks crooked and weird, and
yeah, But I did see the other day that like people were giving him death threats like online.
Oh,
Like,
come on.
that's messed up. Like,
Guys,
he's
come on.
not real Captain. This isn't real, guys.
It's an actor.
Yeah.
It's not the news.
He's doing a great job.
We did already lose Battlestar, just like that.
Rip.
I thought maybe he might be a thing, you know?
Well, about 5 minutes before he died, I said to myself, I was like, I don't see him making it long because like Battlestar, like, is that even a real superhero? Like, I looked it up and I guess it really was like a bigger thing in the comics. So, but like, it just sucks that he was the one that was kind of urging Captain America to hold off on like when he like butted in the middle when Sam was talking to Carly. He was like, well, maybe we should give him this chance to do this. And he's like the voice of reason, and now he's dead. So
yes, I
So
know.
now he doesn't have that
yeah,
voice. His voice is
that's
gone.
yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
And like
He might go.
but he has that lady too. He's got a fiance / girlfriend or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
So like she's gonna find out about this. And if he loses her,
He's going to spiral.
Yeah, I think
it's gotta be a spiral situation. I think you're right. Any predictions for 5 and 6 before we wrap it up? Mike, is there anything we're missing here?
What's the big mystery person?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're missing one thing, and that's it. There's supposedly a cameo in the next episode.
Is that still is that right?
That's
Well, what are we talking
I've-
about? Like the supplier,
Oh, the power broker.
power broker.
Yes, the power broker is see, so this is what you got to think. There's this bigger bad that's like maybe doing a little puppeteering here, you know? Like they got the flag smashers, but do they really care what the flag smashers are up to?
It's kind of like
Are they trying to create more super soldiers, or are they just trying to do like a little bit of a Zemo game where they're like trying, you know, it's all roads leading type here thing.
using these like almost orphans in a way to like
People
do
that
their
are
dirty work.
all a little lost and
lost,
imbalanced. Absolutely. You know, I kind of see that, but like we just don't know who it is. We've led to believe that it could be like a tie to mutants just because of like, I don't
Do
know.
you think there's going to be a big cameo
You have a
next episode? Don't spoil.
Well, one of
anything.
the next
Yeah.
two.
they're supposed. That's what the news is. Comic Book put an article this week that there's a big cameo in the 5th episode that it's someone that we have not seen before.
Okay. So
That's
yeah,
played by a big actor, like an award-winning actor.
It's not Paul Bettany again
Yeah.
could be Mark Ruffalo
So, but it's someone that we have not seen before.
ever.
in the Marvel universe.
That's what I was not sure if it was someone in the show or not.
Well,
not at
yeah,
all.
because that's a big clarification because if we've never seen him in the MCU, well, shoot, well then it could be literally anyone. You know, if it's just in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then you could start making some. You know, you can start figuring out some stuff. Like you got She-Hulk coming up. That's why I said Bruce Banner. You know,
I hope it's somebody that sticks around too, and it's not that one crappy offshoot like Quicksilver like they did in WandaVision.
yeah, I don't even like talking about that. Like I just still don't. I'm still a little hurt by or confused. Waiting. I don't know. All right, Giggler. Anything else you want to
No,
talk
I'm
about
trying to
this
find-
cameo?
I'm trying to find the more what he actually said, but
It's all right.
was the
You can look it up for a
the
minute.
creator of the show and Malcolm Spellman. He basically said that it's someone that he'd love to see paired with Thor in some capacity. That's what I don't get. I don't know.
What? Maybe it's Paul
This is gonna
Bettany
be
as White
off.
Vision.
Damn it, no.
That's
just-
where he was flying.
You just see like a little shooting star, and they say, "Oh, that's him," in the background.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think it's going to be the power broker. I think it might be. I think that's going to be episode 6.
Well, we didn't talk about.
We got to get there.
We
And
do.
I'll-
We do. We got 2 to go, and we didn't even mention Shannon Carter.
Yeah.
She was back in this. She seems pretty close to stuff. Like she knew about the power broker. She knew people were making noise, and I don't know. She's giving them a lot of intel, and I understand that she's like a spy herself, so she's in the world. But either way, it's left to be told what she's up to and how her story will end. I can't wait to see where it picks up. I was again jaw on the floor at the end of this one, so that's where I stood. Friday, can't get here soon enough. Episode 5 coming up. Falcon and Winter Soldier, just moving right along, and I think we're at 60. I think we're at 60 days until Loki.
Well,
Crazy.
next-
Only 2
this-
more left.
This next episode is the longest yet. So
Really?
buckle
Yeah.
up.
Let's
Jeez.
not do that again.
It's
The
a thing.
longest
It's
yet.
confirmed.
Hey, remember when
No
we said
rumors.
3 WandaVisions were going to be an
Hour.
hour a piece?
Yeah. Well, this one is over an hour.
Yeah. This one was 54 minutes, but the 5 you're saying.
Yeah, 61 is what the
All right.
confirmed time is. Obviously.
It'll be a solid 50.
All right. Listener, let us know. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens with this captain. I think he's going to do some bad. Who's going to take this shield? Who is the power broker? Can't wait to find out who, and who's his cameo going to be. Giggler, can't wait to find out. We'll see. Episode 5 coming up next week. I did want to pull up the schedule because just since there's, we're in the year, we got to check in, make sure we're not missing out. Like we said, we got Loki coming up June 11th, Black Widow, the movie, July 9th. That's supposed to be theaters and Disney Plus. What If? There's been some news on this. This is the animated series, and I saw some posters for this where there's basically like another version of the Guardians of the Galaxy in it, to where like Star-Lord, normally played by Chris Pratt, he's T'Challa, voiced by the late Chadwick Boseman.
Wow.
And like he's Star-Lord. It's like a totally different version. I think Peggy Carter is Captain America in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like she takes the serum. And it's animated. Can't wait to see it. And then after that, Shang-Chi. So yeah, lots to come up. Eternals, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Far From Home. We just talked about, No Way Home, and plenty more. We're going to connect the dots, keep doing the old stuff with the new stuff, and we'll keep you posted. With that, let's talk about what's coming up.